more people just here a second and go, hello, everybody. Sorry I'm late. I just finished my meeting with Leticia. Oh my goodness. Look at you guys. Aw. Thank you for being here, loves. How are we all doing? I love that you guys are talking with each other. Please tell me you can hear me. Hi. You guys are awesome. I love it. Boo! Hey guys! Yay! I'm so sorry. I'm late, you guys. I just finished my meeting with Leticia. It was awesome. It's hard for us to say goodbye. I love her so much. Oh, I'm sorry. Boo. Oh, it's so good to see you all here. Yay! Hello, Jen. Who's all here? Kevin and Honey, and is Yaya here? Yaya's here. Who else is here? Is Katie here? Oh my gosh, look at all you. Aw, I love it. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys are having a great time. I'm so glad you guys are keeping yourselves occupied and talking, looks like. Oh, roller coaster day. Let me catch up here. Meow. Oh, that's right. Meow. That's hilarious. And Chandra, I'm going to have to call you Angela from now on. Inside joke. You guys, happy September 1st. Thank you so much for joining me and being here and being here with me. It is interesting energy, isn't it? It sure is. I'm going to light some. It feels quiet to me. Like I wish I could hear your voices. I don't know. Let me play some music. Let me get some jams going on in the background. I want some lo-fi. We are going to talk about, we talked about this yesterday, but that was on Instagram. Today we're on YouTube, obviously. And I just want to talk a little bit about our energy centers or energy bodies, especially right now. Okay, let me know if the volume's cool here. Yeah, Angela. Hi, Kevin. I'm so glad you're here. Don't leave. You always leave. Stay. So energy centers. Energy, that's the topic of the day. I want to jump right into it. Okay, cool. Well, because you always come and go. It's like, hi, and then you're gone. It's like, stay, man. Stay. It's good. Look at all the female energy here. So where do I begin? Our five bodies of energy. Now, a lot of people, they think they have one body, and they don't. Everybody has five bodies. You have your physical body, your energetic body, your spiritual body, your emotional body, and your auric or etheric body. And they all work together. At the same time, you have your chakras. You have your chakras that are directly in your body, which are 6 chakras: your root, your sacral, your solar, your heart, your throat, your third eye, and then the one that's right above, which is your crown. But then we have more that go up from there and down from there. Oh, goody. This is what I needed to hear. Perfect. And I think it's a really good topic to get into when, oh, hey, Roberto. Welcome. Now we got some male energy in here. We got Kevin. We got Roberto. I love it. Oh, let me change the chat to live chat so I don't miss anything. I really don't understand what the difference is between live chat and top chat and why they have that. Hi. Welcome to September. I have something in my eye and I'm trying to ignore it, but it's really hard. It's bugging me. Okay, so aside from the 5 bodies, we have our chakras, and these systems all work together. So they're called chakras or energy centers because it's a center of energy that governs all of the organs and the glands and the actual mechanical system of how everything works is governed by those energy centers. It's not just woo woo, like, oh, this is where your heart's at. This is your solar. Oh, how cute. Like, it's not very, very specific. And if you go to my website, if you go to my website and thehealingbutterfly.org, and you go to info and distance healing and go to your energy body, you will see the page for this. It says clearing, healing, grounding, and maintaining your energy bodies equals maintaining your life force battery. You have 5 bodies. And I get into it here about what those, okay. I was like, what's wrong with the website? So I get into why and how. Oh, there's some of my art there too. I forgot my art was there. I built this page such a long time ago. Oh, how funny. I actually talked about all this stuff yesterday with that. I never even scrolled down my own web page. But right here at right past the part at the top, if you guys are looking, if you're not, that's cool too. But it says aging isn't about time, it's about energy. And that's something that's really important. I actually didn't really get into a whole lot of that yesterday. So much. I mean, I did kind of, but it all works together. The more out of whack we are with our energy centers and our energy bodies, the more we're going to age, because whatever life force we have is going to maintaining and keeping us running as healthy as possible. And a lot of people are just not healthy. So we have energy centers that are overcompensating for other ones. And the way that I see it is like there's a hose here and a plug there and things going in different directions where they need to go. There's blocks. There's what I call black holes, which are like pieces, like parts of like if you were to imagine looking at yourself and seeing this like drain of energy just going out of you. Usually they're up in here, but they can be lower too. Oh, who's this? Lisa, hello. You're new here. You are new here. Well, welcome. Welcome to the group. It's a fun group here. They're all waiting for me today. You guys are so awesome. It makes me feel so good. It's a great group here. So welcome, subscribe. I'm on daily, either here or on Instagram. So yeah, welcome. Everybody's really, really sweet here. So anyway, when we are out of whack, when you have to take, we got a new subscriber. Thank you, love. When we are out of whack energetically, if you feel tired, like chronically, if you're depressed chronically, have anxiety, if you have any kind of ailment, illness, disease that you take medication for on a regular basis, these are indications that your energy bodies and your energy centers are not working the way that they should, period. And that's just right there is a good baseline. Am I chronically ill? Am I chronically tired? Am I chronically depressed or stressed or having anxiety? Do I take medication for anything mental or physical? And that will tell you something isn't working right. If it was working right, you wouldn't need to take those medications. You wouldn't need to supplement what you're already doing, right? Means you need weed. Well, that's true too. It is very good medicine. That's true. Weed is very good medicine and it does help, but it doesn't get to the root of the problem. And everybody, even if you are a healthy person, if you're like, well, I'm all good, I'm totally healthy, none of that applies to me. Still, if you've never worked with your energy centers and your chakras and clearing them and grounding them and healing them and all of that stuff, then you could definitely work on this, because that position of health can change, because there's only so much that the body can accumulate in energy that's not a positive charge. There's only so many cords a person can have attached before the body starts to deplete too much. So energy maintenance is really important for everybody and for everybody to understand. So, do me a favor, you guys, and just let me know if you currently work with your energy centers, with your chakras, whether it's in meditation, whether it's with an energy worker or by yourself, Reiki or whatever. Like, do you already do that? How long have you been doing that? What is that like? Do you not? Is this new to you? Does it sound woo woo and hocus pocus? Like, where are you guys at with this? And let me know if you guys have any questions in regards to this. And I really suggest taking a look at my website under info and distance healing. It goes into the energy centers. It goes into the energy body to really help you understand more of how that all works. But is there anybody here who is kind of new to that or has questions? Like you said, Jen, you like you needed this. Is there anything specific that you have a question about when it comes to your energy centers, to your chakras? I will say this, that I'll get people coming to me going, I think my solar is off. Or I went to a psychic and she said my throat chakra was closed, or, stuff like that. You'll hear things like that. And one thing to recognize and remember, no, you don't, but what? No, you don't, but interested. Okay, good. So one thing to note is, like, when anybody says that, like this one chakra is closed or blocks or needs clearing, it's like there may be one or two chakras that need more work. And there's usually with everybody one or two chakras that are your soft spots. So for some people it's their heart, for some people it's their root, for some people it's their solar. So it kind of depends on the body, on the system, which one is going to give more to the others, which one is going to be more susceptible to being depleted. But if one is off, all is off. Because if your throat is off, then the other ones are compensating. Most likely the heart and the third eye, because it's the closest to the throat. If it's your throat, most likely it's your throat. If it's your heart chakra, most likely it's your throat or your solar that are going to compensate, because they're the closest neighbors to those centers. I meditate from time to time. I want to work and learn about my chakras. Good. Once a day, but I still do not know how to connect with my energies. Curious about the 5 bodies. Been trying to open up this throat chakra. Okay, cool. Just learned to connect with my guides during meditation. Yay. That also helps too, because as you notice, you guys, when I facilitate a meditation, before we get into meditation, which we're going to do today, and yesterday's meditation got cut off. That was so annoying. Just gotta let it go. I was so mad. Not mad, just disappointed. I was really disappointed. Anyway, I digress. When we go into meditation, typically the first thing that I do is to acknowledge our guides and guardians, our guardian angels, Mother Gaia. It's the first thing I do in every meditation. I acknowledge you guys for being there, for being guided there by your guides and guardians, your angelics, your spirit guides, Mother Gaia. And then we get into things. It's just, that is how I've been always trained to do it, to activate those connections when we go into meditation. It's like it's like going to school, but not going to class if you don't do that, because it's like this, you're still separate from the classroom. So as soon as you open yourself up, acknowledge, and it doesn't, there's nothing special to say except for that acknowledgement. You want to bring them in nice and close to you and feel that energy. And when you do that, that they help you get into your body so much more. So thank you guys for commenting here. So Honey is interested in working on your energy and your chakras. That's very good to know, because you're just going to be more empowered, more healthy, have more. When you're, let me just tell you guys, when your energy centers are in alignment and in flow, because they're not, it's what that means. And let me just explain this. Okay. So imagine, what's the best way to put this? Okay. So imagine okay, so this is the way that I'm seeing it to explain it to you. You ever see those pipes, or those like connections of pipes, and like one is going this way, one is going that way, one is going this way, one is going down. It's like the connector fitting. You know what I mean? It's like goes in 4 directions. All of those 4 directions are supposed to be open. So all the flow is going in every direction, up, down, north, south, east, west, in every direction. That's basically how your chakras work. They need to be open, and they need to be open and going in all directions. So all of the energy that's supposed to govern all of the organs and the glands, your endocrine system, your organs, your blood flow, your oxygen, all these things are, and that's what it's like that 4-way pipe fitting connection. I'm not sure what that's called, but that's the vision that I got. So imagine if 1 or 2 of those things are closed, are blocked, with gunky hair from your tub or whatever. And so when that happens, you don't have complete open flow, and all the energy isn't going exactly to how it's supposed to go to all of those organs. And when that happens, then another one is going to be like, oh, well, let's overcompensate, put it here, but then they're probably blocked too. So then you have a system of energy from top to bottom that is gunky, if you will, in different ways, in all sorts of different ways. So your life force, your energy is being used every time you eat, every time you breathe, every time you sleep. The stuff that gives you energy, sleep, light, food, drink, water, these things, anytime the stuff that comes in to give you life force energy is going to be used to try to make these things work and bypass as much as it can from the things that block you. And so when you're intentional about working with your chakras and opening them up, connecting them, grounding them with Gaia, the gunkiness starts to move, starts to disappear. And of course, the deeper you go, the more that you work on them. And there's a lot of things that we can do. We can listen to healing frequencies. We work with crystals. We meditate. We go out in nature. We eat good foods. We don't eat lower vibrational foods that are going to really be taxing on our energy centers, because that's lower vibrational energy if we're eating anything we're consuming, stuff like that. I'm sorry if I'm talking fast. I keep doing that. Oh, I missed this part. Meditation and subliminal, still perfecting my clearing and grounding practice. Need to make it a daily. Yes, yes, yes. That's also why I'm doing these daily. Because even me, you guys, believe it or not, I'm not perfect. Oh, shocker. Shocker, shocker. I don't meditate every day. Oh, no. The truth comes out. Sometimes the shit gets away from you, because guess what? We're human. And but this is also why you can relate about the hair. Yeah, me too. It's like what it is. It's like gunky. Is tomorrow there any Zoom live meditation? Tomorrow I'll be on Instagram, and hopefully everything's going late lately, but hopefully it's sometime in the early morning, my time Pacific. So I go every other day. So it's Monday, YouTube, Monday, YouTube, Tuesday, Instagram, Wednesday, YouTube, tomorrow, Instagram, Friday, YouTube. And then I also have my Zoom room open on Friday for you guys to come and hang out. And I don't do any work, no meditation, no whatchamacallit, cards or anything. It's just us hanging out, shooting the shit, hanging out, talking, getting to know each other, and doing art. That's the idea. So anyway, this is why, like, back to Katie saying she needs to make it daily and consistent. So this is also why, because my own guides were like, look, girl, you're not on the best schedule here. And it's true. I needed to get more consistent. And I know that if that's the case for myself, it's probably the case for more people too. It doesn't matter. It's just life, right? It's just life. So that's why when I was downloaded to commit myself to go live every day, to talk about these subjects that are so important to us every single day, and to do these meditations, these short meditations, I don't think they've been more than 20 minutes, are so, really important. So if you can do those either with me live or in the replay, if you can commit yourself to do that, then I have a place to go. Infinity is going to be on. I mean, maybe some days I'm not, because my intention, my commitment is to do that. But sometimes shit happens. But anyway, okay, throat chakra. So yeah, so I hope that helps those of you who have been thinking about meditating more, to just maybe for this month, we're starting off fresh, you guys. I love new months. I love new months so much. New months are just such a clean slate. It's just a blank page. Everything that came before this day is gone and gone forever. And, so to speak, and we can just start off fresh in a totally new place and time, and not dwell on what we didn't do in the past or what we haven't been so great at committing ourselves to or prioritizing. Today's a brand new day. It's a brand new month. So let's, think about committing yourself to, what? I'm going to commit myself to doing these daily meditations, either live with the Infinity or in a replay. And see how that goes. Just give yourself September. And September is a great month. If you guys saw my Instagram today, I got a channeling from the High Counsel to share with everybody. Hopefully you guys saw that. It was a really awesome message. It was kind of long. I had to use 3 slides for it, but it's all about the nines, us light workers, and unity, and connecting with yourself, connecting with your codes, these light codes and activations that are coming through. I need to go back and look at it because I didn't write it. I'm like, what did they say? That was at like 4 a.m. when I was doing this. So give me a second. You know what? I'm just going to read it. I'm going to read it for those of you guys who haven't seen it yet, and just to give us a little refresher. Okay. So this is a channeling that I got today from the High Counsel. The High Counsel is comprised of the Ascended Masters. Well, Gaia, our Ascended Masters, Archangels, different representatives of the Galactic Federation. Also note like so different representatives in the Galactic Federation. Also Fae and dragons. Did I miss anybody? Got everybody? I think that's everybody. Okay. So this is what it is. September 1st, 2021, a message from the High Counsel. As the 9th month of the year begins, you are being asked to remember the all and your place in it. You, Divine Incarnate, are a light worker, light bringer, light player, light embodied, one of the nines. The souls let me start over. The souls who have incarnated countless times and climbed the branches of the tree of life and know the I am presence from outside and inside the human perspective. You incarnated in this lifetime as a part of the construction crew to bring into play the foundation of the shift. The nine's working on lifting the illusions for humanity. Angelic souls, galactic souls, fae, mer, and dragon souls. Once again, incarnated humans upon Gaia. A collective of souls on a mission of change and truth. The ninth month and its Stargate, 9-9 to 9-19, will bring a renewed sense of purpose, clarity, and passion and motivation for unity. Unity of soul with self and unity with each other. The unity of the nines. Soul family magnetized together to multiply your energies, to create the new timeline of connectedness needed to put into play the collaborations and projects that will help to unite humanity. The incoming light codes and activations in the ninth month are designed to help you to shed more densities, programs, illusions, fears, and traumas you have accepted and held on to as asleep humans that keep you separated from your soul and each other. New timelines were created last month to help serve these ninth month activations. It is up to you to see and acknowledge the enormous amount of growth you and your brothers and sisters of the light, the nines, have gone through recently. The revelations of your life, the renewed clarity and connections you are feeling to your own soul, each other, and us, your devoted guides and guardians, all of which have grown exponentially! Exclamation point. They were very excited. All of which are are the beginnings of great change that is coming through for you. No more magic is coming. Abundance in all forms to assist you. We honor, cherish, and love you more than we can express with human language. So please open up yourself to feel our love. Know our pure energy when it comes to you through various and limited ways, and remember each other. Remember the love you share as soul family, incarnates, the nines. Oh, I love it. So it's very uplifting. It's very loving. It's very much to validate where we've been and what's gone on and where we're going. And that whole, like I said, this is about us having a greater sense of clarity and understanding with who and what we are. And kind of a lot of stuff is going to be shed this month and through this upcoming Stargate. Jose, hi, I'm an Aries and I would like to know about my future. Looks like in a relationship. Okay, we're not there yet, sweetie. And yeah, I haven't taken down my list for whatchamacallit yet. Questions. My brain, you guys. Thanks for putting up with me. But we will soon. We will be getting to that soon. I'll have a list. And yeah, but yeah, thanks for being here, Jose. So anyway, a lot of incoming information for all this, and what this, and I'm not, it's kind of like, see, this is why you got into this whole daily thing when you did, to just like all this stuff coming in. And I really feel that. I really feel this is us uniting. This is us coming together. This is us getting to know each other. This is us opening up and learning new things and connecting every day through meditation. And again, think about that as a commitment to yourself. I don't expect you to be here live with me every day. That can't and won't always happen for you all. I wish it were true, but I know that it can't always be. But you can watch the replay and just try to make that happen for yourself. I'm really getting that here. As far as you, Jen, with your throat chakra, let me ask you, has there been trying to open the throat chakra? Okay, so what have you been doing to try to open the throat chakra? Let me just ask you that. What have you been doing so far to open that throat chakra? And what does Roberto say? I already read that. But I still do not know how to connect with your energies. Do you mean when you say Roberto, you don't know how to connect to your energies? What do you mean your chakras, or what do you mean by that exactly? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Oh, thought somebody said something. Thanks for subscribing, Jose. Do you work with your chakras? Or do you know about your energy bodies? And if you don't, check out my website, thehealingbutterfly.org, under info and distance healing. And that will give you, it'll go into a lot more that I'm not going to state here for you guys. So if you're really, really interested in this stuff, please go to my website and read. I put so much work and time and effort into putting a shit ton of information on my website. And it's just there for you guys to consume, to help you out. Just envisioning and enlarging. Okay, chakras. Okay, cool. That's good. That's good. Your intent to do that will help that happen. So I would suggest specific healing frequency music for the throat chakra. And I can never remember the numbers that correspond with what. So I have to cheat. Throat chakra healing frequency. So if you do a search on Google or directly in YouTube, on my brain, you will get, looks like 741 is the ticket. I'm seeing a lot up. So if you're very specific, and this works for any, if you're like, I want to open up the heart chakra, I want to open up the third eye, I want to open up whatever, do a search for that specific chakra and then listen to that music. I suggest just the regular frequency music, not the binaural beats, if you're not used to this yet, because it can be really overwhelming. You have to, doing binaural beats, you need to have headphones on. You can't be like doing other shit. It's like laying down, just listening to the binaural beats, and that will really get into your energy system and centers. But otherwise, there's just regular frequency music. And you can go ahead and, oh, Divine Goddess, hello, Lovey. So glad you're here. You're welcome. Yeah, utilize it. This will help you. And this is the kind of thing that you can just, lay down for 20 minutes, listen to that music, or have it in the background as you're doing whatever in your home. You can actually, and then there's videos where it will cycle through all of your chakras, like over a certain amount of time. Some are really long, like 8 hours long, and it's like 2 hours per chakra, like while you sleep sort of thing. It's great to listen to healing frequencies also while you sleep. And then you could do the same thing for essential oils. What are the best essential oils to open up my throat chakra? And then those ones will come out. There's so much information there that I haven't been able to go, oh, this is this and this is that and that is that. Like it's just way too much brain power, way too much shit going on in here for me to remember all the little details. That's what Google's for. So it's like, I don't put pressure. I'm like, what is that? Okay, look it up. Oh, okay, great. But generally speaking, like one of my favorite essential oils is mint, and that really helps clear up negative energy just generally in your area for, to use in an oil diffuser to put on your body. Rose is great for raising your vibration. Lang Lang is great for, I think creativity. Like they all do something. You have to think of these things. You have to think of vibrations and music. That's very natural. It's frequency. Everything is frequency. So you're connecting to a vibration that is going. So basically the way that it works is if your throat chakra is off, say it's going dunk to dunk 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 bang 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 bang, like for example, you listen to the frequency music and it starts to go donk 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 donk, and it starts to go donk donk donk, and then donk 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 donk, and then get into a rhythm, because it's like it's stepping in time with those frequencies. So that's how that works. Your body starts to go, oh, this is a vibration that I should be running on. This is the hertz that's happening. Okay. And then your body will acclimate to that. And that's how it helps that. It helps to clear the space around it, open it up. And it is healing to an extent, but don't be like, oh, I listen to healing frequency music and I'm all good there. Like there's a lot more that needs to be done. It's part of the recipe to use and utilize to help ourselves, but it's not the whole, it's not the whole thing. Feeling sometimes like you don't have words to say what you want to say. Yeah, it's definitely a throat chakra thing, but that can also be, it'd be a combination of things. But yeah, it's like when you feel like you can't speak, you don't know what to say, you don't have that like drive to communicate or express and to be expressionate, or any of that kind of stuff is definitely third eye energy, and that being closed up, just feeling tight in your throat is definitely a thing with the throat chakra. When you if you have been somebody who's been more timid and meek and shy and not very expressive in your life, if you've held back, if you felt judged for how you feel and expressing, like a lot of people bring those energies in when, sorry, this thing is driving me nuts. It hurts. Usually when we're younger, if we're like, I'm not saying that this is for you necessarily, Jen. I'm just saying in general, like a lot of people have issues there because they grew up in a world where it was like, be quiet, you're a child. We don't want to hear you, or whatever you're saying is stupid or dumb, or, your thoughts and your feelings don't matter. That will close up a throat chakra big time. It'll close up all your chakras, but especially your heart and your throat chakra, because you're just like, okay, so that's like really tight. When it comes to needing to express, it's like, it's super tight. It's just like, it's like having a rock in your throat, and it's hard to get shit out of there. So that's a really important thing, especially as you're coming into your spirituality and all of that. It's really important to express. You need to express. You need to, for yourself and your own sanity, for people to understand you and everything else. Good. I use sage for everything. Oh, good. Ain't no demon stepping in. You're so funny. Oh, you're at work. Okay, good. That's okay. I'm glad you're here no matter what. Oh yeah, lots of shame. Okay, there you go. So this would be, if that's the case, then what's really needed here is like the symptom, the effect is what it feels like in your throat, and how open or closed you are in communication express. And that's also for taking in stuff too, because a lot of people think, oh, throat chakra, this is outward, this is all outward, but it's not true. Throat chakra is about also inward communication, inward acceptance of expression and understanding from other people as well. So it's in and out energy. It's the same thing with all of your chakras: heart in and out energy, solar in and out energy. It's not just out. You know what I mean? So it's something to think about too, is that like exchange and communication, that being able to receive from other people their own feelings and points of view and stuff like that, and validation and all of that, because it's a balance, right? So for you, sweetheart, what I would definitely suggest, if you did experience that, and a lot of us did, especially back in the day. Now children are definitely treated better. Not all children, but a lot of children are being seen and heard a lot more by their parents, which is fantastic. But a lot of us didn't have that experience, or it's like, you talk when we ask you to talk. You don't just, that sort of thing. Yeah, exchanging. Yes, exactly. So what you can do, what I would really suggest is, let's get into healing get to the root of the problem. The symptom is it's hard to express. It's hard to talk. It's hard to think of words. It's hard, and then a lot of people that experience this, and I see a lot of people with this when they come to me to work with me. And it's about, really, let's get to the nitty gritty of how this works. So aside from us, working one-on-one, what I suggest for you to do is start digging at that root as to where this all began. And we, kind of determined most likely as a child. This has been going on for a long time. So I have that meditation, rebirthing and integrating the inner child. You've probably been in my lives when I've talked about it. I believe that it's, I'm always guessing. So let me not guess. Let me just look. I just posted yesterday kind of the list of those 4 really important meditations that I did back in February. Rebirthing and integrating your inner child, episode 122. I would really suggest you doing. I mean, that whole group of meditations are really, really awesome. Episode 120, creating abundance and healing the money wound. Amazing. Body love and meeting your guardian angel. Amazing. That gets you into loving your body, really, really seeing your body in a different way. And that will definitely help your energy and help you align with when you're aligned with your body. Cause a lot of us, we're living in our bodies. This is our point of view, right? But we're also can be very disconnected from our bodies. This is why so many people go to the doctor to say, what's wrong with me? Because there's a disconnect there. You need to go to somebody else to say, this is all acting up. My stomach is a mess. My skin is a mess. My breathing or my whatever is a mess. I can't sleep. I can't, whatever it is that we all, we have issues with, and we go, what is the problem? There's a disconnect there. Because ideally, you would know what's going on when there's something wrong, because you would be cleared enough to understand this new thing is happening. Okay, let's figure this out and let's take care of it. Like a mechanic overseeing a big operation with a lot of machines going on. Starts going off, right? The alarm, and you go, shit, something's wrong. All right, let's take it, instead of, so you don't want like 20 alarms going off, but this is how people are. They're going to, they ignore it. They don't think about it. They don't understand what it's about. And it keeps going until sometimes things get really, really bad. So, that has a lot to do with everything, but bottom line here is that ideally, the situation is for us to maintain ourselves, maintain our energy, know what's going on, be aware of what's going on, but we're disconnected. I was totally disconnected to my body for 40 years or more. Didn't understand. I thought it was a prison, thought it was a piece of shit. I thought it was broken. I hated it in so many ways. I hated this body in so many ways. Why? Because I didn't understand it, plain and simple, and did the best that it could through my ignorance and through everybody else's ignorance that were employed to help me. We all did our best, but we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. So there's that. Once you finally understand what's going on, you get pushed into the spirituality business. You get pushed into learning about all this energy stuff. You get pushed into going, oh, there's like stuff I can do with all this stuff. I'm in control. I have like actual, I have actual power here over what's going on. I'm not just like willy-nilly, whatever comes. Yeah, you have the power to change what's happening in your body. Just most of us don't know that that's possible or how to do it. But it all is energy. It all comes from working with our energy centers, with our energy body, with working with our guides and our guardians, of course, to help facilitate this kind of change. Sex machine. You wish. That's hilarious. So anyway, I would suggest for anybody who's dealing with wanting to clear up anything with their body. This is not just for, saying to Jen with your thing with your throat, go do your inner child healing. This is for anybody and everybody for any issue, but just because very specifically, it's like, that's usually kind of all tied in there, but it's good for everybody to do these meditations that I just talked about. So there is that. So I would say, to round this up, to wrap this up, you guys, and move on to the tarot and oracle, would be to just start off by making a commitment to yourself to get into meditation, to, if anything, follow me, do my meditations every day. It's really simple. Oh, wow. Whoa. That came out of nowhere. Oh, I think my third eye is starting to do its thing. Yeah, I'm feeling it. And then frequency music, crystals, essential oils, going out in nature, just the intent of healing your energy bodies and your energy centers will start to make that happen. You'll naturally start gravitating to foods that are better for you. You'll naturally start gravitating to spending time in peaceful, quiet, nature type moments more than ever. You're just going to be naturally drawn to doing the things that are good for you once you have that intention. And of course, working with me directly is always a good way to go. So, let me know if you guys are into that. Oh shoot, I just remembered something. I had a private reading with somebody yesterday, and it was so late. God, that ran late. I have a habit of going late with clients. That's my problem. Nobody else's problem. But anyway, I told her I would take, when you do private readings with me, I send you the video so you can review it, because there's a lot to, even when we're doing these, I suggest going back and listening if you get a reading with me, because a lot comes out. So I send you the video of us, and then I send you the photos of the cards that came out. And I just didn't ever get back to taking her pictures. So comment for me if you guys have any other questions or anything to say. Sierra. Hi there. Okay, I am going to be getting into that. So you guys go ahead, and now would be the time. I am only I'm not doing a 5-hour deal today. I have a lot of other stuff I got to get to. So so let's take people first who haven't had a reading recently. A lot of you have. Is Jose still here? Sierra, anybody else who hasn't had one recently? Or let's go there, like, kind of, not that I don't want to, give you guys all one, but let's like give people a chance. But I do want to hear from you guys who do want a reading. Just tell me your name and that you want a reading. And then don't put the question, if you have a specific question, don't put the question in, because that'll distract me. Just put that you want a reading, and then I'll build a list here. And I am remembering where these cards went, so I can take a picture and send them to Laura. And I really love doing personal one-on-one readings, you guys. So if you're interested, because these ones here, I do go pretty deep. I don't rush them. But there's sometimes I have to hold back. I don't, we're in a private forum. We're not talking one-on-one. There's stuff that comes through. I'm like, I'm not comfortable talking about that with everybody watching. It can be a little strange. So if you want to have a really more in-depth, comprehensive type reading with me, please go ahead and book through my website. All right. Those are done. Okay. So nobody. So we did. So is Jose still here? Number one. And then Sierra. And was there anybody else who wanted a reading? If that's the, let me know. Okay. Yeah. If you guys want a reading, let me know. Don't hold back. I'm just saying, it's like, if you just got one last week, then, let's give somebody else a shot, because especially since these can be kind of time consuming. I think today they are going to be shorter just because we just need to move faster. What can I say? What can I say? I do love hanging out with you guys, but in some days I can spend more time and some days I can't because I have other stuff I need to get to. Get my shit together here. Let me get the shit together. Okay, so I take it Jose's not here since he has not responded. So no Jose, I guess. Right? Unless I missed something. Oh, that's Jose. Okay. Okay, then let's just jump right in with Sierra. Sierra, are you still here? And if you are still here, let me know if you have a question or if you just want a general reading from your guides and guardians and just to hear what they have to say. Is there a delay on this thing? Tech has been every kind of anything technology wise has been, oh my God, Zoom today, electricity today. It's been kind of a thing today. You would love a reading. Okay. So I guess Sierra's not here anymore. No, no Sierra either. Okay, okay. Going once, going twice. No Sierra. Okay, then let's jump to Katie. Katie next. Katie next. So no specific question there, Katie. Just you want what you get. You want what comes. And let me tap in here. I want archangels. Excuse me. Your Wi-Fi today? Gosh, it's like, yeah. I haven't had trouble with my Wi-Fi. I had trouble with Zoom, doing all sorts of crazy shit. And then my own power from my computer while I was on Zoom kept telling me that it wasn't plugged in, and it was. So I had to even get a whole new extension cord and all sorts of stuff. I was like, really? Wow. So just a general read then, Katie. See what comes for you. I'm getting more cards too, you guys. Hay House had a sale last week, 50% off all their cards, and I got, I think, 4 new decks. I'm super excited about getting. I don't think I've bought so many decks at once before in my life, but we are working with them more, and I really don't have that many for somebody like me. It is growing over these last, especially like 6 months. I had the same like 7 decks, tarot and oracle, for the longest time. Wasn't guided to get any new ones for so long, and then in the last like 8 months to a year, I've acquired several new ones, and I have 4 new decks coming. Super excited. All oracle. Yes, please. Whatever comes. Okay, love. Whatever comes, it shall be. I like those ones. I like them all. But yeah. Okay. We're going to hear from the archangels first. I'm hearing here. Just want to clear these cards a little bit. Again, thank you guys for being here. Ooh, that was fast. Yep. Wait, am I okay? Okay, my dear, that was a quick one. I was like, are these our cards? These are our cards. We have compassion with Zadkiel. Soften your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. With compassion, soften your heart. Healthy lifestyle with Raphael. Eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. And you know what to do with Uriel. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. So let me tap in here. So if have you been feeling, I just keep hearing kind of impatient. Like if you've been feeling impatient with energies or how you've been feeling, your emotions, probably more so than anything, emotions, and that kind of bouncing off of people. So if you've been feeling that impatience kind of generally, that's the word that I keep hearing here, impatience. And it's not to judge you or anything. It's just like the message here is like, understand that you're in a transitional phase, and that can be annoying, frustrating, that you want to get past this kind of, I call it kind of the heebie-jeebies, the weird willies where you're just like uncomfortable, like, and like just like it's hard to settle sometimes, maybe even that sort of thing. And just to have, I'm just hearing here, have patience, have compassion. You didn't get the patience card, but that's kind of like impatient. Like maybe you just kind of like, when is this, like asking the questions, when is this going to be over? When is it going to end? Like, when is this going to get better? Like those kinds of things. And that's really like about perspective, because what we have here is next is healthy lifestyle, and you know what to do. These to me with Raphael and Michael, yes, everything. How funny. With Raphael and Michael, from feeling stuck in the middle of all this shit. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. It's just like you just want, it's like I'm impatient with myself and how I'm feeling. I'm impatient with the process. I'm impatient. It's like you just want to, like, can we move this along? It's like when you're in a long line at the grocery store and you're like, what is happening? Why is this taking so long? You just like, there's only so much patience you have for like the fuckery, right? And you're just like, when is this over? And that's kind of what I'm feeling here with this energy with you. And I get it. We've all been there. We all get it. It can be very uncomfortable, because you're in a transitional phase. Like, I keep hearing like moving. I know somebody I did a reading for not too long ago was considering moving. Maybe that was you, but I have this thing that's coming up here with moving. And even that feels like it's not, the moving isn't moving as fast as you want it to move. So there's things kind of like stalling. It's like, I know I need to get to a different place, even physically, geographically. And that is being, it feels like everything is just taking longer right now. That too. It's like time is moving fast, but things are taking longer. Like what's up with that? But anyway, back to this healthy lifestyle, and you know what to do. What I'm getting with this is kind of like, if you've been contemplating taking some bigger steps, some bigger kind of leaps in your health and wellness, whether that's booking a session with me or taking a weekend trip, or something kind of bigger and out of the norm, but it keeps kind of ringing your bell. Michael here is saying, you know what to do. So it's like, it's like, you don't need to get that message over and over and over and over again for it to be valid. It's like, it's valid. You just got to do it, whatever it is here. Cause it feels like it's connected here. You know what to do in healthy lifestyle. And there's something that's like been coming in to say, this will help you feel better. You just have to do it, like that sort of thing. Me last week. Well, good. Well, hopefully you will, sorry, I had to do some maintenance. That's made me smile, laugh so much. Okay, good. The fuckery part. Yeah, I get it. Because that's kind of what I'm hearing. I'm feeling here. It's like, there's just like, kind of like, like you kind of like look and you're like, is this like, am I on camera? Like, what is happening? I get that kind of thing. But I'm also getting that it's like, yeah, this is happening, but it's that like earthquake energy. And it's like, have compassion for yourself and others in this earthquake energy. It's like people running around with their heads cut off. Like, what is going on? Like people just banging into walls. Oh my God, banging into walls. I literally am seeing this. So, so it's like you have your own thing going on with that, but you're also more so witnessing it with people around you. And you're also feeling like your energy is contributing to this because of what it is you're feeling and going through right now. But don't internalize that. It's a vibration, but it's not a bad thing. It's affecting change. It's affecting this, like, I call it like the flood. Like the pipe is busted and water starts coming in. And in the beginning, we can maybe ignore it because there's just a little bit of water. But it gets to a point where we're like knee deep in water. And it's like, what are we going to do about this? And everybody's just kind of standing and going, I don't know. What are we going to do about it? It's all over the place. What are we going to do about it? Something's different here. That sort of thing. So anyway, there's that. But there's something here. Raphael's really getting my attention. Really, really getting my attention. There's something here that I'd really like to know what it is. I'm curious. Sort. I cannot help myself. But it feels like there's something here that is on your mind to look into or to do or to possibly sign up for or to book or to, it could just be maybe even there's something here that is kind of this flying around kind of energy about something for you to actually do. Aside from just like what we were talking about earlier with the daily meditations, that's a given. This is something, again, specific. Is this about my family situation? It could be. It's about your lifestyle and being healthy and then knowing what to do about it. Because these two are going together. These two cards, you know what to do and healthy lifestyle are very much together. Like, well, they're all together here with compassion and then healthy lifestyle and you know what to do. But, it's more personal. It's more something for you. I'm sure it will affect the people around you possibly because anytime we heal, this is about healing to some degree. Let me just clarify that if I didn't make that clear. This is about some kind of healing and some type of work for yourself, some type of putting forth effort, energy, finances to work on you, to shift and to be more healthy. Quitting smoking. Oh, that would definitely be, yeah. Yeah. Now I remember you mentioning that. Yeah, definitely. If you want help with that, I can help you with that. So, because and I used to smoke. I smoked for 25 years. Menthol, baby. But I get it. And so I understand that addiction very, 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 very well. And I was able to literally, after so long of thinking and thinking and thinking, and nobody decides to smoke for 25 years. Let me tell you that right here and now. Nobody says, I'm just starting smoking. I'm going to be doing this shit for 25 fucking years. Like, nobody says that. Everybody's like, this is temporary. And then pretty soon, 10, 15, 20, 25 years go by and you're like, whoa, I know this is bad. Like, I would have these like fear sessions with myself. I'm going to get lung cancer. I'm going to die. I'm going to be one of those people on the commercials that are gasping for air, and it freaked me out. And all that stuff. Like, I would just, but I'd still like, okay, let's go buy cigarettes and smoke. It's an energy within you that is pushing on the trigger to keep you addicted. And truly, anytime we do anything to ourselves that is so unhealthy, it's a crutch, it's an addiction. Also, something to note, as I interrupt myself, is that when you smoke, you're taking in really deep breaths. It's kind of a form of meditation, even though the substance that's coming into your body is really bad for you. You'll notice that when you're like, I need to smoke, your like anxiety is peaking, or habit after you eat, or when you get in the car, whatever your triggers are for smoking. Trust me, I get it. You're taking deep breaths. You don't do shallow breaths when you're smoking. You ever see somebody take shallow breaths when they're smoking? Very rarely. People go, nice deep breath, fill up the lungs with that air and smoke. And do that for 5 or 10 minutes as long as you're smoking. It's a form of meditation. It's a form of calming yourself down, but it's employing this really horrible thing for yourself. So that's something to consider. Number 2 is it's a like there's a dissonance and a fracture within your logical, mental, emotional, physical, and energetic body when we do something detrimental to ourselves by our own volition. And it's a form of, it's an expression to the self to say we need healing because, well, let me just tell you from my experience what happened with me real quick. I've been smoking for 25 years, thinking of quitting for 20 and trying and unsuccessfully, but I was not happy. I was not in a good situation most of my life. I was physically ill. It was like something I was just, I don't know. It's hard to explain all the reasons why, but whatever. I got really sick, and this was right at the beginning of my ascension and awakening. I got really, really sick, which is something that happens because the body starts shifting in energy and wants to release and heal. And I got super sick, like the flu kind of sick. And that's also known as like spontaneous detox, when you get like clearing out from top to bottom, sort of thing. Can also be contagious. That's another topic about that. But I was really sick. Let's just go there. And the coughing was getting really bad. And it was starting to scare me. I was starting to have those ideas, those dark fantasies about being really, really sick. And at one point I could not catch my breath. And I was like in the couch, like my face, like in like the cushions, and I'm coughing, and I started even crying because it really scared me because I could not breathe properly. And then I got this really intense expression. It was like I'll just say, I knew it was because I was already tapping in with the archangels before this. And all of a sudden I felt them like right here, just so on top of me. My eyes were closed. I had tears. I was coughing. That's like, it was just like they were on me. I was like doubled over, like going, I seriously fucked myself. Like, I'm going to die. Like, I am screwed. What did I do? This kind of shit. And and there was a collective message, because like I said before, when one archangel shows up, they all show up, and they were all there. But it was definitely Michael in my ear, and he asked me a very specific question. He said, do you love yourself, or do you hate yourself? Do you want to die, or do you want to live? And I was like, whoa. Do you love yourself? Because you're killing yourself every day. Every time you smoke those cigarettes, and look at how sick you are. Every single smoke, every single cigarette, every single pack is a slow suicide. It's a very slow suicide. You're killing yourself slowly. Do you hate yourself? Do you love yourself? What's going on here? And they know the answer, but they want me to say. And I said, yeah, I actually love myself. It makes me emotional because this is like such a big thing in my life. And I said, yes, I love myself. And I don't want to die like this. I don't. So you don't hate yourself. You're not a bad person that should die slowly, miserably. No, I'm not. I'm not. So you love yourself. Yes, I do. Why do you love yourself? I'm a good person. I'm a good person. And I know I'm a good person. Do you still want to kill yourself? No, I don't. And that was it. That was it. I was like, I definitely don't want that anymore. I saw it in such a different way than I ever saw it before. I never saw it like that. And I hope you guys can feel how powerful this was. This was so powerful. This wasn't them telling me what to do. This wasn't them pointing out anything other than this is utterly about you and and how you feel about yourself and all of that and what you're literally doing to yourself. You just don't see it like shooting yourself in the head or taking pills or jumping off a bridge. This is the same thing, but in slow motion. I know this is it is at the heart of the issue. It is. Aw. Well, I know that it hits you here because you know what this is. As somebody who's, there, somebody who's been there, I get it. You don't see it that way. It's like, it's kind of like it's kind of like your cozy, your blanket, your whoopee, it's your cigarettes. It's like, everybody else can fuck off. These are always there for me. They always make me feel good. They always calm me down. I don't need, you know what I mean? It's like that, the way, because it's a control thing, but it's so twisted in the way that it works. It provides you stability. It provides you some kind of like, something to look forward to. It's a reward. It fills in a lot of blanks, and we're very habitual creatures when it comes to that. And as you know, I don't have to, blah, 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 the nicotine leaves the body, blah, 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 blah. Let me ask you this, Katie. Do you smoke weed or do you just smoke cigarettes? Oh, man. I felt like I was right back there. It was intense, let me tell you. It was one of my most intense spiritual encounters I've ever had in my life. I've had a lot. But it was so intense. The energy that I felt from them, the love that I felt from them, to just like, they were just like, it was kind of like, what is she going to choose? What is she going to do? It's like, I know what they wanted for me. I know what I should like. All of that was there, but it was like, how do you really feel about you? If you want, because that's where you're going. Like, it was kind of like, you got this road and you got this road. Where are you going? Because right now you're at a crossroads and you're seeing where you can go. This was me when I was really, really sick. And I could see it too. It's like they laid it out for me. Like, this is your timeline if you choose this. And it was scary. It was scary. I'm not going to lie. I was like, not that they were trying to scare me. They were just showing me like, this is a reality. This is where you could go. Just cigarettes. Okay. So, no, I'm not going to lie. At the time, and still, I have smoked. I've smoked weed and cigarettes, and now I just smoke weed, or cannabis, if you're being nice about it. So that helped me at the time, because it was like, it wasn't about the weed smoking, it was about the cigarette smoking. Very specifically, the cigarettes were the issue, not the weed. In fact, if anything, it was like, okay, transition from cigarettes and kind of spread out and do weed in a different way. That's where I was. Now, I'm not saying quit cigarettes and start smoking weed. That's, would be a thing for you to, decide or whatever, if that's even an option for you. But the bottom line here is that it's definitely a state of mind when it comes to the strength that you have to make that decision. And, but I think that definitely that's what we're talking about here. And I feel that for you, this is definitely something that, that I'm just expressing my experience, what happened with me. It was really important for me at that time to start to unravel the knots that kept me unhealthy. Even though I had healed from my fibromyalgia a few years before that, I was still smoking, and it was keeping me unhealthy to a certain degree, for sure, because obviously you're putting all those toxins in your body. Your body has to process all of that. When we're talking about your chakras being in alignment and in flow, anything like that is going to take it off. Now, weed is totally different because it's so pure. It's from Gaia. There's no chemicals in there. You don't smoke it like you smoke cigarettes. You take a puff here, a puff there, you get a little high, you're done. You know what I mean? It's not like cigarette all day long, cigarettes. I mean, it's a completely different thing. So, and one thing I knew for sure that I got information on was that, as me being the person that I've always been incarnate, especially in upon Gaia, is as a healer, as a shaman, as a medicine man or a medicine woman, they're smoking the stuff all the time. So it's kind of like some of us are just more comfortable with that type of action. And I got that. I was like, oh, okay. So this smoking thing is definitely like, being around the fire, being intense, being in the jungle, smoking, the herbs and connecting with spirit and all that stuff, So anyway, that's definitely where you're at here with this. You're at a crossroads. Again, you know what to do. Healthy lifestyle, compassion. And yeah, I think for this too, just have compassion with yourself. It is a process. I think you'll be guided in a way to really help you with that. If you're interested in more help from me in regards to this, I think this kind of maybe shifted your mindset a little bit, I hope. But if you want direct help with me about this, for me to work with you one-on-one in breaking this cycle of addiction with the smoking, I get it. I get it. I can definitely do that for you. Okay. And let me do one last one for you here with the Nature's Whispers. Dang, got me all emotional thinking, God, that took me back a few years. You know what happened even too when I stopped smoking? Because I was still around smokers. Smokers are around smokers. Unfortunately, my son picked up the habit. He was smoking. His girlfriend smoked. Awesome, right? And, a lot of people quit smoking. They can't be around smokers and all that stuff. Like, I didn't even have any of that. My son would be like, oh, is this bothering you? And I'm like, I could just give a shit. Like, it was just like the weirdest, like, breakup ever, where I'm like, don't really think about it that much. It was just gone. Like the whole shift in my spirituality, my physicality, my mentality, my emotionality, my energy, everything just went click, 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 and it shifted. And I went, oh, okay. And even from, it wasn't like a hard time in quitting smoking. It was like, I was just done. It wasn't difficult. I didn't, have a problem being around it. I never thought about it again. It's just, if anything, I see people smoking, it bums me out because I see it from that perspective now, and I'm like, oh, slow suicide. Lovely. Like that sort of thing. But anyway, here we go. Ooh, infinite blessings. Card number 17. Infinite blessings. So what I'm picking up here is you have so much power and so much help and so much support that all you need to do is make these decisions. And I think you're afraid that it's going to be really hard. And I think you'll find that it's going to be easier than you think. I'm not saying it's going to be a cakewalk, depending on how you go about doing it. But I feel here that you have a lot of support backing you, just like I did. It was like, you want to do this, we're here for you. And they're the ones who made it so easy. They're the ones who helped shift things for me and made me see things a certain way. And that's why it wasn't hard. It wasn't. It was more like, this is what I normally do. Shifting, but did my body want it and crave it anymore? No. Because I saw it for what it was. They took me into my body. They made me see things. They made me see the future. They made me understand stuff. And I was just like, no. I think this is what I've been waiting for. Is I've tried quitting so many times, but I've never managed it. Yeah, that's how it was for me too, sweetie. I tried, and there's times I quit for like 6 months at a time. And I was actually successful in different ways, but it was not, it wasn't real. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, this is it. It's like, there's a difference between, liking somebody and dating them and then falling in love and getting married. You know what I'm saying? And this is like one of those things. This is like when when it's really time, and I really feel like this is it for you. Like, this is really it for you. And you have these, and you do, like, that's all I'm feeling is like, they're just validating what I'm saying. You're at this crossroads now. And I think that I think that they're showing me that you've tried in different ways. You've experimented with different techniques and stuff, but it's been more about, this is what I should do, instead of seeing it from the perspective that we just talked about. Not that that's not something you should do, but being a should is an imposition. It's like anybody else looking at you and saying, that's bad, do this instead. Where it needs to come from, I love myself and I don't want to keep doing this. And I know once I stop this, it's going to open up a lot of more healing to come in. Because this is kind of like your frustration with the process, like we talked about in the beginning. It's like a dam. So you can't like expect and assume that all this, health and wealth and abundance and bliss and peace and ascension is going to come in when you're literally shitting on your energy with alcohol or drugs or cigarettes or food or diet or people in your life. You know what I mean? It just, those are two completely opposing types of energy. So when you move this out of the way, then everything goes, oh, you actually are ready to ascend. You actually do connect with your body, your soul, your mind, your spirit. You are coming into alignment. You're seeing this for what it is. Not like, I shouldn't smoke, I shouldn't drink, I shouldn't watch porn, I shouldn't fuck her. You know what I mean? It's not those like morality things. It's really like how you feel about yourself. That's the difference. Good. I'm so glad. Yes. Okay, I'm done here. Bye. Work is done. See ya. Yeah, so I'm glad, because I really feel like this is like, you're just, it's so close. You're so close to this. Sunshine and lemons. Michael Seeley has a hypnosis for quitting smoking on YouTube. Oh, yeah, check it out. I don't know who that is, but yeah, go for it. Sunshine and lemons. Oh my God, I love that. I love that. Yeah. So, I mean, there's lots of different ways. And again, reach out if you want my help. I would love to help you. You have a lot of support. It's just kind of a change in consciousness for you is what's needed. I think this is starting to happen for you. Like the sun is coming up and you're like, oh, I see things different, like it's a little bit differently now. It doesn't feel like the pressure to quit and the whys of why that has been a thing will shift. And then the energy around it will be a lot easier to release. You know what I'm saying? Actually, and cutting cords with smoking wouldn't be a bad idea either. It's a relationship, right? It's a relationship that you have. And that's what cord cutting is for. Like I say, if you've heard me say, for people, situations, experiences, and addictions, I always say those 4 things when it comes to cord cutting, because we're connected energetically to our addictions. There's an energy there of cigarettes, of smoking that you're corded to. There's a relationship. So when you decide to pull your power back from that, magical things happen. Okay, good, sweetie. All right, you guys, I'm so glad we did that. We got like deep and emotional right off the top. It's how it rolls around here. I say, if you don't laugh and you don't cry in one of my readings, I'm not doing my job. If I don't laugh and cry in one of my readings, I'm not doing my job. Well, that's hilarious. I crack myself up. So I hope that helps. I'm so glad. You're welcome, sweetheart. You're welcome. You're welcome. Trust me. I get it. I totally get it. Okay. So Roberto. And hey, you know what? This is what I forgot to say at the top here. I had an idea. And I think this is fair. Because I do these for free. I say you can send a donation, but I'm not hung up on it. I'm really not. What I'd really like in exchange for a reading is a review. So if you could, sweetheart, do a review for me of this specific, it's not a private, it's not one that you paid for, but it's still a reading. You still got something out of it. So if you could either DM me or send me an email, or I even have a form on my website. It's a little bit more formal, but it doesn't have to be major. Like I went to Infinity's live and she did this and blah, 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 blah. That would be great. That is like cash money to me a lot, because that helps other people know about me and all that stuff, obviously. So if you could do that, I would really appreciate it. That's all I'm asking for, really. If I do a reading for you, if I've done a reading for you in the past, whether it was private or public, and you enjoyed that reading, you got something out of it, I would really appreciate a review, a testimonial. I could put it on my social. I can put it on, I'm getting my website updated, and especially my testimonials. There's a few testimonials that haven't even made it on the website because I'm in the transition of updating stuff. So thank you. I appreciate that so much. And that's another thing people do. They say, clients, and they'll say that they do testimonial, they'll do one. A lot of people don't. I think people are getting better at it. I think I'm getting that there's energy there that's weird. I don't know what it's about. I'm still trying to figure it out. But this is definitely, that would be really, really helpful. So anyway, okay. So next, I think the other person was Roberto. Are you still here, Roberto? And was there anybody else who wanted a reading? I can do like, probably like 2 or 3 more. If there are 2 or 3 more of you guys that want a reading, and is Roberto still here? He was the other person who chimed in that wanted a reading. And thank you for that, Katie. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for receiving the messages that came through for you. That was really cool. Well, see this wind? Woo! It's kind of chilly air too. Fall is coming. What? What? It's Blackie. You see her Blackie butt? Blackie. Hello, people. Anybody home? Roberto still here? Maybe not. Maybe he left. Or anybody else wants a reading today? Maybe Roberto had to go. I think he said he was at work, so maybe he had to go. Oh no, that was Kevin. But anyway, not seeing Roberto chiming in. Are we done? No more? Are we done? Man. Yeah. Okay. I guess we're done. Nobody's speaking up. Nobody's raising their hand. I didn't mean to scare you guys where I'm like, if you got a reading recently, none for you. I just thought if there was a bunch of new people coming in, we could give, but nobody's like, we had Katie. Those two new people came and left. Everybody's so quiet. What happened to everybody? Ay. Okay, gonna give us another minute, but it's sounding like or looking like we're done here. That's okay. I can fill my time up in so many ways. That's what I was telling Leticia earlier. I'm like, oh, fine. I have 8 billion things to do at any given time. So yeah. All right, guys. I guess that's it. Thank you guys for being here. Wow, just one reading. That's new. Well, I want to thank you here. Thank you. Hi. You're so funny. Yeah, so thank you for being here. I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your first day of September. Don't forget, I will be on live tomorrow in the morning time. What time that might be, I don't know. Because recently I've been either waking up or being woken up around 4 and then doing work and stuff. I'm not going to get on live at 4 or 5 in the morning. That's just way too early. So it's like the earliest I want to get on live here in the Pacific is like 6:37. But if I'm busy doing other stuff, and then inevitably I get sleepy again because I only slept for 3 hours sometimes by the time I wake up early in the morning. So and I'm up for like 3-4 hours and I get really sleepy again. And then I go back to sleep for a couple hours. So thank you. So who knows what time it'll be, but I'll be live tomorrow in the morning. Tomorrow's topic of the day. Oh, look at that. 244. Oh, been seeing this number a lot. Anybody else been seeing this number a lot? Definitely. Tomorrow's topic of the day. Let's get into it. Dude, what just happened? Just got a bunch of new followers all at once. How interesting. I dig it. Just got like 8 followers all at one time. Usually it's like 1 new follower, 2 new followers. That's the first time I've ever logged on to Instagram and saw the number 8 at new followers. What a trip. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Sorry. Got distracted. Tomorrow. Ooh, I love this topic. Evil versus negative energy. Evil versus negative energy. That's the topic of the day tomorrow on Instagram in the morning, you guys. Don't forget to set your notifications on my profile to say that you'll know when I'm on. You actually have to do that when you go into somebody's profile specifically. And if you didn't know that, just go into that. I think it's the 3 dots at the top of somebody's profile and you say, turn on notifications for when they post or go live, and then you'll get a notification, so you won't actually have to be in Instagram to see it pop up. It'll just pop up on your phone if you're somebody that uses notifications. I really enjoy your energy. Oh, you're so sweet. I really enjoy your energy too. Oh, you're so welcome, you guys. Thank you, sisters. That's what I'm going to call you guys. Thank you, sisters, honey, and Yaya. I love you guys. Oh, and I was going to tell you, I'm going to be I haven't gotten to your channeling for your crystals yet. They've been charging. I'm probably going to do the channeling in the next couple of days. And then Karen, I'm going to send you wanted a Shug Night. I always say that wrong. You wanted one, right? So I figured I would send your crystal with Adrian's, so we don't have to, you know what I mean? It'd just be easier. You guys live right next to each other, right? Oh, we love you too. Oh, look at you guys. You guys are the best. I can't wait till we all hang out. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So anyway, figured I'd mention that. I was going to send you an email, but we're all here. So, yeah. So I definitely am going to be doing that channeling the next couple of days or over the weekend. Sometime these next couple of days, I'm feeling that coming on, but the crystals are all charging. I can't wait for you to get them. Thank you for being so patient. And yeah, I'll send Karen's at the same time. But let me know, Karen, if there was anything else, because you just mentioned that one crystal, the Shug Night. So if there's anything else, now would be the time. All right, guys. I love you so, so much. Thank you for being here. I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. Oh, wait. I didn't do meditation. Oh, shit. I totally forgot to do a meditation. And everybody's gone. Nobody reminded me. I don't know what I was thinking. I was supposed to do a meditation. I just didn't even think about it. I'm like, okay, I'm done with the deal. See you later, alligators. Normally I do a meditation. Supposed to do a meditation. Do you guys want to do a meditation? Anybody that's still here? I feel bad. I told everybody we were gone and people left. And now I'm like, I didn't do a meditation. I'm supposed to do a meditation. Do you guys want to do a meditation with me? If you do, I'll do one. I'm supposed to do that every day. We just talked about it. And here I am ready to bail. If you guys want to do meditation, we'll do one. I feel bad. Everybody just left. My brain is just not. Yeah, we'll do one tomorrow. I'm worried about Instagram's worrying me with the way that it's acting lately. Like, I don't have trouble on YouTube when I get into meditation, but all the energy, it's like cutting off the audio or cutting off completely. I'll just have to be more, whatchamacallit, diligent and looking at noticing that. You just chill. You're so cute. Alrighty. I guess we won't do a meditation. I feel bad that I was like, nobody said anything. Like, hey, what about the meditation? I would have been like, oh yeah. I was just like, all right, we're done here. Okay. I'm going to go eat then. And I do have a lot of work to do, but I guess I'll just meditate on my own. Maybe go sit outside. You guys go do your thing. I love you so much. Mwah. I will see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful, beautiful night. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. It was really cool. I got to say, it was really cool when I got out of that meeting and I logged into, or I went to YouTube and I was like, oh my gosh, there's all these people waiting for me, to start today. That was really, really nice. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. All right, guys. I love you. Have a beautiful rest of your day and I will see you tomorrow. Infinite love and bless you. Mwah! Bye-bye.